Hello and welcome back to Let's Stumble Through, the YouTube series where no one knows shit. So yeah, I thought I'd kick this episode off by going through just one very annoying thing that's never touched upon but is very fucking important. And that is the whole process of hollowing. Now, shut up, it's important, alright? Now, this tale goes all the way back to before the first linking of the fire, to Gwyn's age! And here's how it went. Once the fire began to fade, humans just ended up turning undead. A very, very strange thing. They all ended up getting the dark sign. The dark sign is a sign of an accursed undead. The dark sign returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, or the bonfire and filing shrine, but at the cost of all souls held. Carriers of the dark sign are reborn after death, and eventually lose their minds, turning hollow. So it is that they are driven from their homelands. So these accursed undead all were just driven out of their castles, their homes, and they were simply used as kindling for the first flame after the Dark Souls 1, because that was the only good they were for. They went insane, they were ridiculously powerful, and you couldn't kill them. So what use was an undead? None. So, fast forward to this age, where we have unkindled. Now what the hell are unkindled? Now, we still have the dark signs, we are obviously undead, but somehow we are this thing that cannot even hold an ember after we die, as stated in this thing. Here, no unkindled can ever truly claim the embers that burn within a champion's bosom, which is precisely what makes their yearning for warmth so keen. Wield the strength of fire, blah blah blah, join in cooperation. Beware the embers smell of strength is. Yeah. Undead, since they are used as kindling for the bonfire, as stated by the Homeward Bone, they are considered cinders. You can use them to burn bonfires. You can't use an unkindled. Not really. Simply because, for some reason, they are no longer fit to be cinders. They are considered ash. Cinders that have been spent. Now, why would that be the case? Well, imagine this. Imagine if there was a world where people knew about how to preserve the Age of Fire, the Age of Light, and they knew it was linking the fire, and people from all across the world came to try to link the fire, to become a hero, to go down as legends, or to save the world that they treasure so dearly. And imagine if simply just linking the fire wasn't enough to keep the Age of Light going. Because, for those of you who played Dark Souls 1 and finished it, you never fight Lord Gwyn, you fight his husk. You fight Lord Gwyn after the first flame has just burned him to cinder. You fight just not even a shadow of what he was. That very powerful being kept the Age of Fire going for who knows how long. And you, the undead in Dark Souls 1, you killed essentially just the leftovers. And who knows how long, if you chose to link the fire, that the Age of Light would have been preserved. And so, these Lords of Cinders, there were many Lords of Cinder. From the first, from Gwyn to essentially every character in Dark Souls who chose to link the fire. But that still doesn't explain what are unkindled. Now just imagine this. In order to link the fire, you had to first, in Dark Souls 1, you had to beat Nito, the Lord of the Dead. You had to get his Lord Soul. You had to go to Lost Izalith. You had to go to Izalith. You had to beat the Bed of Chaos. You had to get its soul. You had to go to Seath. You had to kill him. You had to get his soul. You had to be a very powerful person in order to get that many souls from that many powerful beings just to open the way to the first flame. The kill of the first flame. And then you had to beat Lord Gwyn, who was guarded by a bunch of Black Knights. And those things are tough to kill. So, reasonably speaking, the only way you could have possibly gotten to Link the Fire is if you were some very powerful undead. Now imagine if an undead wasn't powerful. They were just your run-of-the-mill, lonely, low-ranking knights. And they thought that since their life is so meaningless now that they've turned undead, that they might as well just try to gain some honor. So they decided to try and link the fire. Only there's one problem. They weren't powerful enough. They didn't have enough strength, enough soul power to keep the Age of Light going. And so they were burned away, turned to ash. Their cinders all just used up. And then they became unkindled. Something that cannot even hold an ember after they die. And that is how the unkindled are made. Every unkindled, at one point or another, has been used as kindling for the first flame. But they failed in keeping the Age of Fire going. They're not undead anymore. They cannot be used as cinders. They're just ash. So that's why when people describe the undead, they describe them as less than undead, the unkindled. They describe them as less than the undead, as in worse. Yeah, because an undead you can use for bonfires, but an unkindled, what exactly can you use an unkindled for? Nothing. And so, since this is essentially as close to the end of the Age of Light as Dark Souls has ever been, then the unkindled are now rising. There's this last hope, this thing that comes just after the undead have failed in linking the fire. The unkindled are here to try to do the same thing, to keep the Age of Light going. Jeez, so yeah. And since there have been so many failed attempts, there's an entire cocking graveyard for them. With graves that are arranged in, how to explain this? If you've ever seen, like, a family cemetery, you know, it's just like a plot of land where people are buried. Or graves from the old... graves from many years ago, like Tudor era or something, further back to that. People were dying quite a lot, and graveyard space was kind of an issue. So to mitigate that, they buried bodies on top of other bodies and just sort of stacked the headstones in front of each other. So this cemetery has had a lot of undead buried in it. Unkindled buried in it. So there have been this many just failed attempts to keep the fire going for whatever reason. Maybe the Lord of Cinder just wasn't around or didn't link the fire for whatever reason. And now the Unkindled are here to bring all the lords back, to link the fire, to make sure things go great. But things aren't going to go great, because this is Dark Souls, and things are looking worse than ever. So yeah. In the last episode I said I'd deal with the most bullshit bastard of the entire game. I'm going to do that. After I've got that entire just undead, unkindled thing out of the way. Because now you know. Undead happen at the end of the Age of Fire, you know, because they happen because the four, it's something to do with just 4 souls. Now, pay attention, because back in Dark Souls 1, there were 4 souls: the Light Soul, the Dark Soul, the Life Soul, and the Death Soul. Nito had the Death Soul, the Witch of Izalith had the Life Soul, Lord Gwyn had the Light, and one little furtive pygmy had the Dark Soul. And humans have the Dark Soul, because that was the furtive pygmy. The furtive pygmy just gave the Dark Soul to humans, and it just kept splitting. So every human has a Dark Soul, called humanity. And that's important to know because when the Age of Light weakens, the Age of Dark gets stronger, and that leads to the following. What? The Undead coming around. Right, enough talking. I need to focus so I can hopefully kill this guy. Nope. Bye now! Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that guy legitimately. No. I refuse. But yeah. Oh shit, his stuff! I completely forgot. Hang on, we'll get that stuff. We'll get it. Just gotta do this. Ignore the process. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good way to, if you've accidentally killed off a character like that, who's essentially just a mini-boss, just reload the game, and theoretically their stuff should be right where... Nope! I goofed. I done goof. Oh no, here it is. It spawns where they are. Jesus, fuck. Yes, Uchigatana. Oh, suspicious. Very suspicious. We'll get to that hole, in a long time. I don't have nearly enough souls to get there. Yeah, we got the Uchigatana, which is... Oh yeah, I need Dex. Oh shit, I needed Dex. Fuck. But yeah, this is just your standard Uchigatana. It has bleed damage, it's got annoying range. By that I mean it's... Hello. It has... It's a little longer than its model. I don't know if that's just me being a paranoid little shit, but it certainly feels that way. Okay. So, here we are at Filing Shrine, where we're supposed to get the Lords of Cinder and have them sit their thrones. Which is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a very big problem. Okay, because they decided they didn't want to be Lords of Cinder anymore. Okay? Okay, I promise. I promise to do that. Assuming I can remember. Get off of my screen. Get off. Please. I'm doing a thing here. Thank you. Okay, so, the Lords of Cinder. We have Saint Aldrich of the Deep. You saw him in the opening cutscene. Ludlith the Exiled. You didn't see him in the opening cutscene, because there he is. The Lord of Cinder. Just look at that stinky thing. Disgusting. Get to you in a bit, because you're the most important one. Shit. The Abyss Watchers. And Yorn the Lonely Giant. The Profaned Capital. Ah, jeez. Now we have... Holy Knight Lothric. Holy King Lothric. Last hope of his life. It's a very, very strange thing about this one, because if you'll count the Lords of Cinder we saw in the opening cutscene, we saw Saint Aldrich, the Abyss Watchers, and Yorn. We did not see Ludlith. I'm assuming that's because he's already here. He's such a tiny little shit, I could kill him with one swing. But we also didn't see, Lothric. And whether or not this is the same Lothric, yeah, no. Logically speaking, this can't be the same Lothric as in Dark Souls 1, because... oh, that would be a problem. That would be a big problem. Yeah. Why wasn't King Lothric in the opening cutscene showing us the Lords of Cinder? And we'll get to that when we get to him, which will be at the end of the game, because hell, getting to him is akin to trying to wade through rapids. It's the most annoying thing in the world. Yeah. Let's just go here, talk to
A
the shrine.
pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont? No?
So yeah, she's one of those lovely women from the beginning of Dark Souls 2, I believe.
Ashen One, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry...
Yes, thank you. So yeah, if you find Ash, then give it to her. She'll give you some nice stuff. Ooh, first things first. You and you. Do I want you? I mean, yeah. But I mean putting points into faith. Actually, this get that first and foremost. Now, fuck it, it's a spell. I can use a spell any day of the week.
Ashen One.
Thank you. Yeah. She's the handmaiden of the shrine, and she's the firekeeper, which tends to the flame. And Andre's the blacksmith. What the handmaiden does is she sells you basically stuff. If you this is the thing. If you kill people, like main characters, they'll drop ash, and you can give it to the handmaiden, and she'll sell you their shit, which is kind of useful since Dark Souls 3, like every Dark Souls, is fucking bullshit when it comes to its quests. But I'll get to that in later episodes. For now, we've been putting this off too much. Let's just let's put the sword in, so we can finally get to Lothric Castle. Once I get 20,000 souls, we'll deal with what's up in the rafters. Now, do you have anything else to say?
Ashen One, produce the coil. The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords. To Lothric, where the homes of the lords converge.
Lothric Castle or Lothric the King? Because we know both.
Very well. Then take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Yes. Ow man, I need more. Fuck.
Farewell, Ashen.
Yeah. She has a chanting that we'll get to next time we level up. This is a nice thing to know. Ooh! What happened? Oh, that's just wishful thinking. Let's go to Highwall, the Highwall of Lothric. And get at least 10 minutes of, like, progress down in this episode. Because I'm not having 2 whole episodes in the Cemetery of Ash. Just mostly 2 episodes in the Cemetery of Ash. Okay. There we go. Now what a suspicious spawn. Also, that grate is the most infuriating thing in the world. The most useless thing in the world. Why? Now, why the hell would this be here? Why would it be a broken bonfire? I don't know. Maybe somebody broke it. Ooh. Ooh. Well, guess we'll have to find that out, won't we? That's Lothric Castle right there. We are literally on the perimeter of it. And you see that bridge over there? That bridge has a fucker to fight. And that bridge up there has too many fuckers to fight. And this entire castle is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll complain later, I promise. No more complaining about shitty level design until we get there. Alright. I'm not entirely sure which way to go. I remember there being basically just arrows over there. And the binoculars over there. And I kind of want the binoculars. Yes, thank you. You rested up? Good. Okay, now let's just these guys are a tad tougher than the enemies we've been fighting. Is it really worth going down there? No, it's not. But there's shit there. What the? Hey! Damn. My controller is really just a scary thing. Here, Fido. Okay. Well, we're committed to this path now, so let's just deal with this one. Okay. We're gonna be dealing with an enemy here that's kind of terrifying, so I'm not gonna show you what he's like, but no, I'm gonna kill him quickly so he doesn't fuck me over. Tweety bird! Fucking damn it! One thing about backstabbing this game, sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah, we've got a lovely little arrow. It's all for nothing. All for nothing. So this thing annoys the hell out of me, because it is completely useless. There's nothing attached to that, despite the fact that it's got a rug here. They're all praying to like these tree hollows thing. Now what these are is, it's actually very confusing as to what these are, because they're literally hollows fused with trees. Yeah, you know, it's just wood. It's pure wood. I don't know why this is happening. I'm assuming, like, because in Dark Souls 1, you had, you basically had remnants of the ancient stone arch trees from the Age of Grey. Oi. Go! No! I hate you! That is for ruining my day. So yeah, in Dark Souls 1, you could see, like, the ancient dragons. There was still at least one of them around, right there. And, like, the arch trees, they were considered everlasting, because, you know, made of stone and whatnot. And so I'm guessing that the worship of these trees, of stone itself, is becoming a thing, since this is essentially the end of the Age of Fire. And people don't want to die or face the Age of Dark, so they just want to, like, turn to stone, so they don't have to deal with it. Alright, these fuckers. Dead. Good. Right. So, like, these people are just worshipping them so they can die or something. Who knows why? No. Stay quiet. Piece of filth. Alright. Let's just grab the binoculars. Oh, for fuck's sake, just hit him! Thank you. Lovely. Equip these. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's just... No. The utility is singular, but applications many. The value of these specs depends greatly on the imagination of the owner. Yes. Yes. Sadly, we won't run into many birds this playthrough. Well, actually, many good asses at all. Which is surprising. Very surprising. We'll notice that here we have a wyvern. One of the ancient stone wyverns that totally didn't exist. Seriously, once the dragons were hunted down, all that was really left were the wyverns. And the drakes! Come on, come on, yeah. There we go. Because back before the Age of Fire, there was just the Age of Stone, which was nothing. Nothing happened. It was just, there were just giant stone dragons that just paraded around the place, doing fuck all. And then the first flame happened, and all of them got killed off. All because of Seek the fucking Scaleless. Traitorous bastard. Shut! Okay, that was closer than I wanted. Oh, by resin. That stuff is good for just... If you don't have a lightning enchantment, you can put it on your weapon. Also great if you don't have much faith and you really need that fucking lightning damage. Alright, back here. Okay, I'm gonna deal with this the same way I deal with everything. Hoping it doesn't kill me. Alright. You just grab here. Trigger you. Hello! Not yet, sweetheart. Yeah, that dragon is incredibly useful for clearing these fuckers out. Now there's a... This fucker is not really up for any sort of discussion. He's just there to yell and be a fucking asshole about everything. Son of a bitch, I'll have to actually do it. No! Okay, that kind of saved my life and kind of ended my life. Did we get disconnected? Am I gonna have to end it here? No. Okay, yeah, fine, we'll do offline mode. Jesus fucking Christ, that was terrifying. Could have picked any other day to do this. Why did I have to pick today? Because I'm an idiot, that's why! And the knights kill me! I want to risk it. No, I don't. Especially not with that amount of Estus recovery. Why wasn't I risking it? You! Oh, you got your shield, huh? It'd be a shame if somebody could. Ow. Ow! Ow. Getting cocky. Cocky is how you die. Haha! Haha! Now that is the main use of weapon arts. To fucking deal with their shields. Alright. Ah, yes. The Lothric set. Still can't wear it because it's too fucking heavy. But yeah, this guy. We'll get to the next bonfire. And then we'll end it, because I'm getting rather concerned for my safety. Both because of that dragon, and because of all of this. Oh, jeez. Let's just go up here. I swear that fucker is going to be the most annoying thing in the entire game. Actually, no. I know exactly who's going to be the most annoying thing in the game. This is my stuff here. Get a nice look at that fucking asshole. Just look at him. I don't even have the great bow, so I can't deal with him. There's something there. There's a mimic in that tower. It would be useful to show you guys. But no, we'll deal with it when we deal with it. There'll be other mimics where we'll be more prepared. Oh jeez. So yeah, I'll end it here. I'll end it here at this lovely bonfire with this lovely view of the world's most poorly designed castle. Actually, wait! I can show you something. I can show you the best and most polished part of this game. That. Look at it. Oh, right out of the PS2 era. Love it. Love it to bits. Never expected anyone to look over there, but I do. I really do. Okay. That's enough joking around. Bye, guys. See ya. Bye now. Goose. That's Wiedersehen. Also, blah blah. That's enough being offensive to people. Goodbye.